Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring the review for My Hero Academia manga chapter 293, and a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I thought there would have been some more Mirio hype, sorry, hype, but that's not what we get. That's not what we get. We get like a little flashback to why and how he got his quiet back, and that was pretty standard. We knew that if he really was to get his quiet back, it was going to be through Eri-chan. And within this flashback, we find out that the only reason, and that's quite interesting now that I think about it, why wait until now? I said in my little live action thing that when it comes to crunch time and you knew that Eri-chan had been experimenting with a quirk, um, and that she was fairly good at it, then he was ready to join the fight again. But unless she just started to show the progress that Miyu was happy with, and maybe if this war wasn't taking place, he was fine toughing it out until she had it mastered, or at least semi-mastered. But it is something that I just thought of. But yeah, it was predictable to assume that we would get an explanation and shown why Miyu got his quarterback, Louis Million power. You understand? And we got that. But what we got after that should have been Miyu flexing. But we didn't really get that. He does flex within the chapter, kind of, but it's not a solo flex. Everybody by the all the action that happens in this chapter, that's everybody getting involved. That's me, Ryu, that's Bakugo, that's Ida, that's that other girl from the Big Three, that's even Deku. There's even Deku in the Endeavor as well. Everybody's flexing within this chapter. Do you understand? So yeah, that's a disappointment. Not a big disappointment. It was just something I would have preferred. Me, Ryu coming back onto the stage, the hero world, should have given him a solo flex. Thumbs up if you agree, please. Please, he definitely should have got a solo flex, but we didn't get that. I guess it's cool. So, Bestus Genus. He is probably the most no, that's a lie. It's still Deku. It's still Deku, even though he hopped up within this chapter. But from what we see of Bestus Genus within this chapter, the whole time he like that. He like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still holding down gigs, but that's for most of the chapter. But then we have this bit where we have Bakugo tell Bestus Genus his hero name. And now, this for me is disappointing, and that's simply because of the somewhat journey we have gone with Bakugo's name. On the top of my head, this is how I remember it going. There was a day in class where they were told to come up with hero names, and then all of Bakugo's names were rejected. And then, if I'm remembering correctly, he goes on his work experience under Bestus Genus, where Bestus Genus tells him to come up with a good hero name. Then it's hinted at that Bakugo has now come up with a hero name, but he's holding it back until he reveals it to Bestus Genus first. So with all of that, you would expect it to be a hero name that's more to Bakugo's style, his kind of person that he is, but at the same time, it be accepted by others. because pretty much everyone who hears the name is like, bruh, really? Except me, Reeve, which is kind of funny. But yeah. So to have the hero name drop and be Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. Initially, it was funny, but when you have time to deep it, it's just like, really? You're really playing us like that? So yeah, this whole reveal was just like meh to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. So on the other side of things, we have Dabby, who is literally burning his brother to a crisp. He is not a family guy right now. And he's pretty much doing this just to piss off his dad. Like I've said previously, he's got daddy issues that he needs to work through. But yeah, he's there trying to burn his brother to a crisp. His dad hopelessly watching, forgetting that he is currently the #1 hero and he should be acting accordingly. He's on job right now, but I get it. If family is involved, then emotions will get involved, and you will hold back and choke and all them things there. So I can understand why he's not doing it, but in the #1 hero, you need to do what you gotta do. You understand? So in the hops in the second, no, sorry, Best Genius is the second most useless person here right now. In hops in the first most useless person here right now, Deku. I said previously that Deku has been doing a lot of whining, a lot of babying, to say it cleanly. But in this chapter, he actually does do some work. He actually does go to work, using float and black whip like he said he was gonna do. And now he mentions that how he can't use his arms and he can't use his legs, so he's using black whip, as he calls it, floppy style. So he's actually learned something from Floppy during his little training session, and he starts to utilize that. Now, do I think this is going to be something we see more of in the future? Possibly, because Deku is known for breaking arms and legs. So it might be something we see again, but honestly to God, I hope we don't, because no hate to Floppy, but her fighting style's not that, I don't really want to see it. So yeah. So like I mentioned, what did I? Basically, it gets to a point where Buster can't hold down gigs anymore. And then we leave off the chapter with finding out that the sedatives that was used way, way back, sir, which I thought weren't going to work, are seemingly having a delayed effect and are coming into play now. And that's where we leave the chapter off. And we'll see what happens with that. Because this chapter did not live up to my expectations, it should have been more Miyu hype, a good hero name for Baku that made sense, that was true to his style, but made sense and was accepted, that would be accepted in the long term. I'm only giving this chapter a 2-star rating according to you. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.